Okay. For 6.2b, okay, 6.2b, your instructions are going to be to simplify and express answer in lowest exponential form. Simplify and express answer in lowest exponential form. Okay, lowest exponential form. So for number 1, I would like you to multiply together 4 squared times 4 to the 5th. We're going to start with a little bit of warm-up review stuff. 4 squared times 4 to the 5th. What happens anytime you have the same base? What do we do with the exponents? Add them. Do I multiply the bases? No. Keep the base, add the exponent. So this becomes 4 to the 7th. That's it. Okay? Keep the base, add the exponents. Now, that's pretty basic. We did that in Algebra 1. We're going to take it up a notch. Okay? We're going to make things a little bit more difficult. I want you to multiply 27 times 3 to the 5th. Now, notice, excuse me, we're not actually multiplying these together. Okay? I just want to get this. Can I write this as the same base?
Yeah.
27 is 3 to the what power? 3 to the 3rd times 3 to the 5th. Now that I have the same base, keep the base, add the exponents. That's your answer. Okay? So on all these problems, you want to try to get to the same base. Okay? Get to the same base and then add their exponents. Okay? Try another one for number 3. I want you to try 6 to the 1/3 times 6 to the 1/2. 6 to the 1/3 multiplied by 6 to the 1/2. Okay, have the same base, so we need to add together these exponents. Can I just add together 1/3 and 1/2? What do you have to get first? Common denominator, right. What is the common denominator going to be? Okay, so how many sixths is 1/3? 2 sixths. How many sixths is 1/2? 3 sixths. Then, now that we have the same base, 6, add these together, 2 sixths and 3 sixths, excuse me, gives you 6 to the 5/6 power. Okay, and you can leave these in exponential form. You do not have to rewrite this in radical notation. Okay, you can leave it in exponential notation. Okay, number 4. Again, simplify 5 to the 1/2 times 5 squared. 5 to the 1/2 times 5 squared. Same base, so add the exponents. Do these have a common denominator right now? No. What is their common denominator going to be? 2. So we know that's already has that common denominator. 2 is how many halves? 4 halves. Then add these together. 5 to the 5/2. That's it. 5 to the 5/2 power. Okay, and you can leave it just like this. We're writing it in exponential form. You do not need to simplify that anymore. Questions on how I did that? I see some confused looks. Anyone have a question? Maddie? Question? No? Great. Try another one for number 5. Simplify 2 to the 1/4 multiplied by 2 to the 2/3. 2 to the 1/4 multiplied by 2 to the 2/3 power. Okay, same base, so I have to get the same common denominator. What is your denominator for your exponents going to be? 12. The 12. Okay, so 1/4 is equivalent to how many twelfths? 3 twelfths. 2/3 is equivalent to how many twelfths? 8, right. Multiply by 4. Add these together, keep the base, add the exponents. 2 to the 11 twelfths is your answer. Okay, 2 to the 11 twelfths. Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you are doing the exponents, the fractions, if it turned out to be 12 over 12, you can start it.
Yes, if your fraction exponents can reduce, then you should. But do not reduce something like this. Leave it as an improper fraction. Okay, because it doesn't really make sense to say 5 to the 2 and a half. Okay, you don't want to leave these as mixed numbers, so leave as improper fractions. But do reduce if you can.
What if the bases aren't the same?
Then you need to make them the same. Okay, just like on this one, you have to make them be the same base. Okay, you have to get them to be the same base. Okay, that one is a lot like this. Okay, if I had number 6, if I give you the problem, 4 to the x times 16. 4 to the x times 16. Now remember, I want to write these in lowest exponential form. So, can I write 16 as a base of 4? Yes, but is that going to be in lowest exponential form? Is that the lowest base? No. What is the lowest base? 2. So I'm going to change both of these to be the lowest form they can be. Okay, so 2 to the what power equals 4? 2 to the 2 multiplied by x, okay? So that's basically 2 to the 2x times 2 to the what power equals 16? 2 to the 4th. Then if I keep the same base, what do I do with the exponents? Add them. So 2x plus 4. Do not combine those, okay? You're not multiplying. We need to keep the same base. Add the exponents, okay? Add the exponents. Questions on how I did that? So, Bethany, does that make sense? If you don't have the same base to begin with, you need to make it the same base. And you want to get it in the lowest exponential form possible, okay? Number 7, a little bit different. If I gave you 7 fifth root of 12 minus 3 fifth root of 12. 7 fifth root of 12 minus 3 fifth root of 12. Okay? These have to be like terms. Okay? So whatever exponent combination and radical combination there is, they have to be exactly the same. So this should be looked at basically as 7x minus 3x because their radical combination is exactly the same. So if I add those together, what do you get? Or subtract those, excuse me, what do you get? 4 fifth root of 12. That's it. Okay, you can only combine things if they are like terms, and these are like terms. Okay, almost done. Number 8, I would like you to simplify cube root of 54 plus cube root of 2. Cube root of 54 plus the cube root of 2. Now, they're both cube roots, but can I just combine these underneath one radical? No. You have to break them down first. So what breaks out of a 54?
9 and 6.
9 and 6, okay. Can I take anything out yet?
3.
Well, we want to keep breaking it down. 3 and 3. 3 and 2, right?
Take out the 3s.
So I can take out a group of 3s. Remember, this tells me I have to have 3 identical things to be able to take them out. So if I rewrite that, I have 3 on the outside, cube root of 2 plus cube root of 2. What's the coefficient here? There is a 1 in front. Okay, so if you add these together, you're really just adding the coefficients. So we're really just adding 3 and 1. If you add those together, what do I get for an answer? 4 cube root of 2 is your answer. Okay, 4 multiplied by cube root of 2. You do not put a plus or minus or anything in there. Okay, number 9. I know these are long, sorry. Okay, number 9. Square root of 9x to the 5th minus x root x cubed. Square root of 9x to the 5th minus x root x cubed. Are these like terms yet? Not yet. Okay, but I can simplify these, right? How do I take the square root of 9x to the 5th? What's going to be able to come out here? A 3 and a 3, and then there's 5 x's. So remember, I'm looking for groups of how many? 2. So I'm going to take out a group of 3's. I can take out 2 groups of x's. So out front, I have 3x squared. What's left behind? Root x minus, can anything come out of here? take out a 1x. It multiplies by what's out front, so x times x is x squared, and I still have a root x left behind. Okay, make sure you're multiplying by what's out front, not adding these together. Now, can I combine these terms? Yes. Okay, this has a coefficient of 1, so 3x squared minus 1x squared gives you 2x squared root x. Okay, same combination of letters there, same radical, so they can be combined together. Okay, number 10, I have 2 more. Okay, number 10, I want you to try 5 to the 4th multiplied by 125 to the x power. 5 to the 4th multiplied by 125 to the x power. Before I can do anything, I have to get these to be the same base. So what base do these both have in common?
5.
Base 5, right. So 5 to the 4th times 5 to the what power equals 125? Third times x. Then what do I do with these bases? Keep them or multiply them? Keep them. Keep the base the same. Add the exponents, right? So 4 plus 3x. Okay, 5 to the 4 plus 3x. Last one for number 11. Okay, I would like you to simplify it. Negative 9x squared root 25x to the 5th plus 3 root 49x to the 9th. Negative 9x squared root 25x to the 5th plus 3 root 49x to the 9th. Take a minute and try to do that one on your own. Okay, what's going to be able to break out of this first radical? Adriana, what's going to be able to break out of this first radical? 5 and 5. Okay, can I break out anything else? How many groups of x's? 2 groups of x's. So if I multiply all this together, negative 9x squared times 5 and an x squared, is there anything left behind? Root x. Okay, so multiply this all together, we get negative 45x to the 4th root x plus 3 times, what breaks out of the second radical, Carlos? What breaks out of that second radical? 7 and 7. What else can break out? How many groups of 2? 4 groups of 2. So we're going to have 3 times 7 times x to the 4th, and what's left behind? 1x. Okay, so negative 45x to the 4th root x plus 21x to the 4th root x. Oh, look, they magically are like terms. So add these together. Negative 45 positive 21 gives you what? Negative 24x to the 4th root x. That's your answer. Okay, does anybody have any questions on how we did any of this? Nope. Okay, homework. You are going to be doing worksheet 2B. It is in your green packet, okay, and you are doing the evens. So 2 through 20 even. Okay, I want you to do the even problems. Yes.